Hello, and thank you for listening to my channel. I hope that all of you are doing great. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you some information about our solar plexus chakra, or our third chakra, or third energy center, which those are the three most common names that it is known by. I'm going to be letting you know where it is located, what it is associated with on an emotional, energetic, and physical level. We are also going to learn how to tell when it is in balance and what to do when it becomes off balance. So I hope that you find this very helpful and that the information that I provide you with gives you the confidence to treat yourself, and get yourself balanced and in good shape. So we're going to start now by learning that our solar plexus chakra is the center for self-esteem, self-confidence, personal power, self-control, physical energy. It is the chakra for our strong will and purpose, and it is located above the belly button within our diaphragm or between our navel and rib cage. So if you just picture your navel and then just go a little bit higher than that before you get to the actual bones where your heart is kind of located. So it's in that general area where you can find it. The chakras, phrases, or mantras that you can use when meditating or balancing, or you just want to get yourself in the solar plexus zone, is I do, I choose, and I will. The color associated with this chakra is the color yellow. The solar plexus is also associated physically with the stomach, the pancreas, the upper intestines, the gallbladder, the liver, and the lower back. So when you feel that you are out of balance, this energy center may make you experience some issues with these body parts. The essential oils that are related to this chakra are clary sage, juniper, geranium, and neroli. The crystals that you can use when balancing this chakra, or that are associated with the solar plexus, are amber, tiger's eye, citrine, and ametrine. Of course, you can use other ones that you are more in tune with or that you resonate more with. These are all just suggestions. Of course, you can always do what feels good for you and that you feel works for you, which is the most important thing. Okay? Emotionally, this is the chakra that will help you expand and get empowered. When your vibration starts to grow and expand, you are going to find yourself getting empowered energetically. And by doing that, you're going to find yourself gravitating towards or attracting people that are at the same vibration, which is a higher vibration. When we allow our energies to expand and we become empowered, we then start storing and assimilating more knowledge about everything, about life. And by doing that storing of knowledge within yourself, you start becoming wise. And as we become wiser, we are therefore going to have more energy available to us. And as we go growing spiritually, we become less fearful, and we may even become fearless. We are able to draw strength from our inner fire or our inner sun or spirit, and we just get rid of any obstacles that come our way. We then become more able to deal with problems, and we are pretty much unstoppable because we are empowered by our strong solar plexus being in balance and with the rest of your spirit and your body and your mind. So as our momentum grows, we will continue to open this energy. We are going to be balanced, like I said, with our spirit and with the collective universal source, or universal consciousness. So, how do we know when we are out of balance with our solar plexus chakra? Physically, you may be experiencing some problems related to the digestive system. You may be getting weight problems. You may be fluctuating, either gaining weight or losing weight. You may be having loss of appetite. You also may be feeling drained, like you run out of energy. You may have difficulty with sleeping. You may experience insomnia. Also, some problems with your focus or your ability to concentrate. And you may notice that it is harder to meditate. You may notice that it is harder for you to make decisions, to stand your ground. And those are some telltale signs that you are off balance. Now, emotionally, you may start using your power to manipulate people, because the same way that you may be lacking in inner strength and your will, you may also be off balance by overpowering or overcharging your solar plexus. So when that happens, you may become arrogant or ego-oriented. You may feel that you know it all. You don't take advice from other people. You start acting narrow-minded. And some people will start seeing you as overbearing or insensitive. The opposite may also happen. And like I said, if you can go over, you can go under. So some of the other things that you may start going through is you become incapable of making decisions, like I mentioned before. You let others step all over you because your self-esteem is just not there. You may start developing a fear of losing people or being rejected by them, or you may start seeking people's approval and feel that they may abandon you. So if you start feeling like there's just nothing you can do about your situation and you start acting like the victim and all this, then that is going to create that victim mentality. Another thing that you may notice is that you're probably going to start procrastinating on things that would help you. Sometimes we procrastinate on things that will advance our careers. We procrastinate on things that are going to make us feel better physically and mentally, spiritually. We just go, oh, well, I'll just do it later. Or maybe you cannot really make up your mind. Those are all signs that your solar plexus is out of balance, because if it were in balance, you would feel powerful and in control. Other things that may affect your balance and that you would not necessarily know that they're happening, because they may just seem like everyday things to you, and that you really don't have any control over, are, for example, when you get injured or you get sick, or maybe you have lost somebody because they died and it was probably a very close friend or a family member, so you feel powerless. There may be also changes at work. They either gave you additional responsibility or additional work volume. Some people get really affected by holidays. As much as we love get-togethers or Christmas, those are prime times when people get extra stressed out, and that make us feel out of control. So the other thing, like right now, for example, some people may be feeling powerless because of the world pandemic that we are living under. So when we start feeling powerless and we start feeling like we're the victims and we are stressed out, our solar plexus goes into shutdown mode or becomes completely imbalanced. The good news is that we can always find things that we can do to bring us back to balance and to our personal power. For example, some of the things we can do is we can change our environment. If we are, for example, in a house or neighborhood or city that we don't like, we can change that. We can change jobs, or we can change positions. If that position at your work does not make you feel happy and fulfilled, or if it brings you way too much stress, you can change that. So we can do some things. We can get away from those situations that cause you stress. And then there are other things that you can do physically also. For example, if you are used to drinking, you can avoid some alcoholic drinks or illicit drug use, which may feel good at the moment, but they really cause a lot of havoc and stress in your life. You can exercise. You can make it a habit to at least take a walk every day, or you can go to the gym. Or if that's not a possibility, you can also exercise at home. You can practice things at home. For example, you can do yoga. You can march in place if you don't have a treadmill. And you can also learn other things that are also geared to relax you. For example, learning some relaxation techniques, practice meditation, or mindful breathing. You can find those things online. You can buy books about it, and you can just practice those at home. And once you feel that you master them or you want more, then you can probably seek a person that can teach you those. You can also do other things that we have learned about in other videos regarding the other chakras, and that's the use of aromatherapy. You can use it either with a diffuser, you can use the essential oils, you can safely use candles or incense that have those essential oils in them. You can also use personal care items like lotions that you can wear. You can also, when meditating, explore the mental traps or the triggers that make you unbalanced or feel out of focus or feel out of control. And try, when you're meditating, one technique you can do is once you are relaxed, after the initial breathing and you're really thinking about balancing your solar plexus chakra, you can imagine your problems or the items that trigger you. You can picture them as like a ball of, fire or whatever, something that you don't want to see. And just picture it getting smaller and smaller, and repeat the mantras in your mind about how powerful you are. And just keep imagining that item or that thing that makes you feel bad or that makes you feel out of control. Just get it smaller and smaller until it disappears. It's a good way of doing that at home and very effective. Now, regarding crystals, you can wear the crystals that I mentioned, either in jewelry or when you're meditating, you can have them close to you. Or when you are relaxing in taking a bath, you can have them with some candles probably, and also the crystals close to you so that you can get their energy and help you relax. You can also wear yellow clothes. And if you are able to get a little bit of sunshine, sitting outside for a few minutes and getting some direct sunlight, if you are able to, if it's not something that is medically prohibitive for you, you can do that too. You can also, when you're meditating, you can use empowering words and you repeat them to yourself and you invite them to become part of your makeup. Some of the words that I'm talking about is you can just kind of say them to yourself. And like I said, invite them to be part of you. Some of the words are like bravery, strength, confidence, self-esteem, trust, responsibility, logic, memory, concentration, learning, adaptability, recovery. If you feel that you have some trouble using these words, you can use them, or you can create sentences as daily affirmations, and you can say those every morning or every night or twice a day or however many times you feel you need them. For example, one sentence that you can create or one affirmation would be, I trust the person I am. So you can do those things. And lastly, to make yourself practice how to be you in a balanced way, you can do something that scares you or intimidates you every day to build that confidence in you, to build that self-empowerment. And when you do those things that scare you or intimidate you, it's eventually gives you courage. Once you start conquering these little things that may be big to you, may be little for other people, but don't mind what other people think. Just anything that you feel that intimidates you, try to do it every day, or try to find something every day that makes you feel like, oh wow, I did this today. And just build your self-esteem and confidence slowly every day. On the other hand, if the imbalance you have is because you are too brave, and you feel like the others are too scared, they're chickens, and you feel like you can do it all, then you need to practice doing things for other people while keeping your ego and your arrogance at bay. That's going to be very hard for people that have their ego very present, or that are very arrogant, or that, their solar plexus is so out of balance the opposite way. But with practice comes perfection, and we are not striving for perfection on the first try. Okay, so those are some of the things you can do. As always, everything starts with having a well balanced nutrition every day, and not only nutrition for your body, but for your mind, for your spirit. So let me know in the comments below if you found this helpful. I really hope from the bottom of my heart that everything that I talked about resonates with you, and that you're able to use it somehow on your daily life to make you better. So with that said, thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a wonderful day or night whenever you're listening to this. Bye-bye.